Filming?
Yep.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just funny.
You're pretty small in the picture.
Oh, should I stand like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it filming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you something a little different. I'm going to show you how to build shelves like the ones behind me on my wall. I'm in my kitchen. And I wanted something that was, that still looked nice in here, that kind of went with my cabinets and everything, but that I could display things on. And that wall was kind of empty and awkward. So I think it's really nice. And the reason that I did this was because I found some similar ones on ballarddesigns.com. And they were, well, for one, they only came like in 3 feet, 4 feet, 5. Anyways, the 3 feet long ones were way too big for this area because I had to clear my refrigerator and everything. So I really wanted to make them custom. And the main reason I didn't buy them was because they were $100 a piece. So that plus shipping would have been well over $300. All of the materials that I bought to make these were less than $50. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to take you through it step by step. I'm not a carpenter. I've never built anything before. If you're a woman and you think that you can't do this, you totally can. My husband did not help me. Did you, Brad?
Nope.
No, he didn't. You guys aren't going to believe me. But we'll see because I made them myself and I'm going to show you how I did it. I don't have fancy tools or anything. And everything that you need you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and for very, very cheap. Alright, so this is the picture online that totally inspired me. It looks almost exactly like how I have mine decorated and everything. But I already had a piece of furniture that was similar to this, but I really wanted these. You can see too, they come in white, and these are all the different links. See, these people don't even have like kitchen cabinets, and I think that's kind of a good idea. You can make them as long or as short as you want, which is what's really, really cool about making them yourself. And you can paint them whatever color you like, which is extra fun. Alright, so this is what they look like. I have to get rid of this. Oh, wow. Sorry. Brad just sneezed really loud. I have to get rid of this phone jack. I don't know. Like, we tried to get it off of there, but it's like built, into the wall. I don't know. But it's fine. It kind of camouflages it nice. But, yeah, I cut the trim and did the wood and did these and all that. And you can see underneath how it looks. Really, really cool. And, yeah. So, I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to show you the things that you need. I'm totally doing this inside on my kitchen counter because it is freaking hot outside. So I'll show you the paint and stuff in a second. The main thing that you need are your boards, and what I did, this is for the shelving. I'm making 3, and they are just 1 by 8 by 26. They're just 1 by 8 boards, and then I had them cut them into 26-inch pieces. So then I have 3 like that, because I'm making 3 shelves. I'll do that in a second. And then you need these. These are called corbels, and these were the smallest ones they had. Let me just kind of show you. If you saw the picture, well, I showed you what they looked like at the beginning. Hopefully, they turned out well because I have not made these yet. This is the idea. You'll just kind of space them out, and then this is what the shelf will look like. And it has all the hardware and everything for hanging them. Yeah. Ooh. So anyways, I got 6 of those because you need 2 for each shelf. And you need wood glue. This is just, some kind of wood glue. And you can get wood filler, but I'm just going to use this caulk stuff. I guess this will work. Yeah, it's just like a seal thing. I mean, anything like this is gonna be just fine. Let's hope. Yeah, it says you can use it on trim and windows and stuff, so this should be fine. And then I got this trim. It looks like, let me show you, it looks like this. And you can get any kind that you want, but the idea is, God, these are huge. I got 12 feet of it. This is gonna go around the edge of the boards. This is hard to maneuver, but this is the idea. It's gonna go on the ends of the shelves like that, so that you get like a nice, you know, then that little crack right there, like right here on the top. Hard to do this with one hand. We're gonna use like the wood filler and stuff to fill that in. Now the trim gets tricky. You're gonna need one of these. Either like one of those, like, you know, saws, like a circular saw, or you need one of these. It's a miter box and a saw. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna cut your trim at the angle so that they'll come together. Like this is the top of one of my cabinets. See how you can see how it, you know, how they had to cut it at an angle so that it came together. This is kind of what it's gonna look like on the edge of the cabinets. It looks like you just lay the trim in there. If you need a 90-degree angle, you just put the saw in and cut it. So very, very simple. And I think I'm just gonna use spray paint. I honestly don't think I wanna go to the trouble of painting. And you don't build stuff, because I don't build stuff, but I'm about to. You can do this. It's very, very simple. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is cut the trim. And take one piece of your trim, move my snacks out of the way. I need it to be, you gotta think about like which, you know, how you need it. It needs to point outward. So I'm gonna cut it like this, and then you can see where the saw is gonna line up, and I wanna waste the least bit as possible, so you can kind of see how I lined that up, hopefully. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. Wish me luck. First, this is the first little cut. Did I get it? Oh, almost. That was really fun. Okay, now move this little guy out of the way. You're gonna take the corner and you're going to line it up even with the point right there. Just like that. And then all the way across, you're going to take a pencil and you're gonna mark on this side where the mark needs to be, or where you need to like make the cut. And if it's not exact, it's okay, because when we use the wood filler, it's gonna be all good. We'll make it even. See, girls can be handy, it's easy. All right, so I have one piece done. I know, right? Difficult, strenuous. And then I'm going to go ahead and I think prepare all the pieces. Okay, now we're gonna do this. I'm gonna show you how to do one of the side trim pieces. The back obviously needs to be flat because this is gonna go against the wall. So we're going to cut this little pointed nub off. You're going to line it up on the edge. So I guess the shelf is face downward. And then you get it right flush with the edge over there. And then on this end, you're going to mark where the cut should start. So, make another cut. This is the hardest part, is doing all these stupid little, all these little cuttings. And then this, which, oh. So yeah, this is what you have. See how that lines up? Lines up pretty darn good, you see, like that. This would be the edge, or one edge of the shelf. And then obviously the shelf will be up even with that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut all the trim pieces for all of the shelves, and then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so I think I did good. I measured it pretty precise as far as what I was going to need. These are for all three shelves, and this is all I had left over out of the 12 feet that I bought. So definitely buy a little bit extra, just in case if you make mistakes or whatever. So next you want to put the trim on, and this is super easy. Totally, instead of using the wood glue and the nails, you can just use the liquid nails. So, alright, so I've already done a couple of sides with the liquid nails. But basically what you want to do is you get your piece. And I put this down so that it wouldn't touch my counter, because that stuff's kind of harsh. So put it together, looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this stuff. You just dab it on like that. It's kind of goopy. And again, I apply it to the actual board rather than the trim, because the trim's bigger. You might waste a bit. And just kind of fit it together. And make sure that it lines up correctly. And then as you like kind of press it on, you kind of make sure that it's that it's lining up right on the top. And you want to let this dry for a little bit. See, I've already gotten the other side on too. I did that before. It looks really nice. And yeah, all we gotta do is attach the corbels at the bottom. But I'm just gonna let it dry for a little bit so that those side pieces don't shift. So when you get ready to attach the little bracket corbel thingies, you want to make sure that you space them out the same from the side, so you can kind of figure out how far you want them in. And it's really important to make sure that you make it fit flush with the back, just like that, because you are going to mount it from these. Alright, so I have them drying like this on my counter. Alright, so I'm going to apply the wood filler. You can do this with like a putty knife or whatever, but I'm just doing it with my fingers because I just don't care at this point. So just fill in the cracks. And then you can even sand it to make it look more even if there's like areas, you know. But just let it dry nice and good. I'm going to let all this dry a couple hours before I paint it. Alright, so that's it. That is all there is to it. Basically what I did after I attached the corbels to the bottom, you know, I just attached those the same way I attached the trim. I didn't use any nails on those. I just used the liquid nails. I stacked the cabinets upside down on my counter with the corbels in the air and let it dry for about 3 hours. The longer you can let it dry and set, the better. Overnight would be ideal. And after everything sets up really well, you're going to want to paint them. I was just going to use the leftover paint that I had from my cabinets and a brush, which probably would have been your best bet. That probably would have made it look a little nicer, I don't know. But I didn't have enough paint, so I just decided that it might be easier just to use spray paint. Which, looking back, I probably would have just bought another can of paint, like my cabinets, and painted it. This is spray paint that I used, and it worked really well. For 3 shelves like that, I needed about 2 cans, so make sure that you buy enough. And I used the Krylon Satin Black, and it dries really fast. And I did about 3 coats on each one. But that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I know this is so different and awkward for this channel, but maybe if you guys like it, I might do some different kind of home videos and things like that for little projects and things if you guys like. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye. He loves them. Yay.